We're seeing a lot of these really small whales. I don't know what they are, but unfortunately, because they're so small, you can't really capture them on camera. So maybe we'll get some more that are up close. But we are seeing a lot of whales back here, even if it's not going to be shown in the video. We're getting pretty close to the turning point now to head into the fjords. So we'll do one last shot and then we'll be back with you once we make that turn.
At 4:40, about 25 minutes time, we'll be entering the bar, which is the entrance to Endicott Arm. You can now access the bow of the ship using the forward staircase or elevators to deck 8 forward, where your directional staff will direct you to the entrance. Once again, use the forward staircase or elevators to deck 8 forward. I'll be back with another announcement once we are entering Endicott Arm. Enjoy this wonderful Endicott Arm scenic cruise that your captain, Captain Robert, will bring you.
One thing I want to point out is this flag. This is our in-screen, in-room TV. You can see the bridge cam. Look at that flag. Versus here in our balcony room, there is no wind whatsoever. So this is really, honestly, been completely worth the extra money to have this balcony. I don't think I would ever do Alaska again if I wasn't in an aft cabin. All right, they made the announcement when I was down grabbing a bottle of wine that we are now starting the entrance to the Endicott Arm. Unfortunately, over here, there would be a glacier that we could see on the mountain, but because of the low clouds, we're not able to see it. But we do come back out this way later, so maybe we'll see it later. I do see something in the water over here, though. And I do believe that is our first. I went ahead and bought one of the signature Sauvignon Blancs by Norwegian Cruise Line. So that way we can just sit out here or stand and relax, not deal with crowds, not deal with shoving, just enjoy the scenery. I believe this is the mountain that has the hanging glacier on it that we were unable to see. As we get further in, we'll see more and more icebergs as well. Apparently the glacier that we're going to, Dawes Glacier, is constantly cleaving, which means, like, I know you've seen the videos where they start breaking apart and falling into the sea. So we should get a lot of icebergs. There's another one on the other side right now as well. Penguins. Not penguin. Have some liquid sunshine coming in right now. The sun and the rain. I'm just glad we're not at the front of the ship. We have a beautiful rainbow over here. Look at that. Pretty rainbow. The further we travel into the fjord, the more narrow it gets. I don't know if this is getting caught on video very well. There's a big mountain up there. It's currently raining pretty hard. Once again, getting this aft balcony was worth every penny just for this day, if nothing else. Ran over that one. As we get further in, you can really see how many more little icebergs there are.
Really narrow. Yeah, we're going really narrow.
No, they didn't. Oh.
This is no zoom. This is how close we are. Unbelievable.
Does this remind you of Florida, though?
No.
No, it does not.
No.
I was born in Miami.
Oh, wow. No, it's okay.
Sorry. Sorry.
No.
But no. Yeah, so I know. What? Oh, I know. Yeah.
Further ahead, due to unfavorable ice conditions, for those of you that are still looking outside, the already larger chunks, much larger chunks of icebergs are ahead of us, so it will be not feasible to maneuver the ship.
I think this is the issue right here.
You can turn around now and head back to the entrance of Endicott Arm. And do you continue to enjoy the spectacular view? It's something that you don't see. Those big chunks. So parking. Turn around and head back to the entrance.
So we're turning around now, which I'm not surprised. It looks like on the bridge cam there's some big icebergs ahead, and these are pretty decent size. So we're gonna spin back around and head back out. But as we spin around, of course, we'll be able to see what the view ahead would have been. And we're spinning right now. So even though we are turning around, this is definitely a glacier over here. I don't know the name, they haven't announced it, but that is 100% a glacier. Another view of this glacier. I don't know if it's an arm of the big one, because if you look down here, I don't know how far we're supposed to go. You can see there's some big icebergs in the water, which is why I'm sure we're turning around. But this is also a glacier. All right, so this is definitely why we turned around. You can see there's some big ice right there, some ice sheets. But I think all the way back there, where you see that white in the middle, that's the glacier that we were going to go to. But yeah, there's no way that it's definitely not safe. We're almost all the way turned around now. It's just so beautiful. There we go, time to blast on out of here. All right, 360 time. So we weren't going to come out to the bow, but as soon as we turned around, we were like, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, come on, one ride.
Oh, no thanks. Just so we can come out here. This is trippy. It almost feels like you can't tell where... It just feels like the world is moving around us. Wow. So we decided to go to the front of the ship just to, you know, take a look and see what it's like out there, but I'm back. And we're slowly exiting. Tomorrow we are in Icy Strait Point, which apparently has the largest concentration of bears. I don't know if it's in Alaska or where, but yeah, that should be interesting. I'm just kind of slowly cruising out now. So even though we weren't able to go all the way to the glacier, the mountains have really opened up. And most people aren't even out here now. I actually don't see anybody else on the balconies back here at all. Because they figured, well, no glacier, I guess we're done, but they're really missing the clear mountains. Bald eagles. It's insane to me that as soon as we turned around, everybody went inside. Please, if you're coming on this cruise, do not go inside. Plan your day, grab your food before you come down here, and stay down here or stay outside the entire time. All of these mountains were covered earlier, and now they're completely open. We've seen bald eagles. We just saw a couple of, we think like some sort of dolphin come up. And there is not one single person on this back balcony right now. And they're all missing this. The tour of this area does not end when the boat turns around. If you take any piece of advice from me, take this piece. And stay outside. Wait for it. See it? Follow it, because what happens is its tail will go up and then it will dive. All right, whale's back up. No, that's not an orca. Now it dove. It's going down. I don't know if it's the same one that keeps coming up. Yep, there it is. It's a pod. As we head further out from the glacier, you can definitely tell the change in the color of the water. It's definitely much darker, greener. It's not that lighter blue that we saw when we were closer to the glacier. As we exit the Endicott Arm, you can see in the middle of the screen how it's kind of blue. That is the hanging glacier that we missed on the way in because of the low cloud cover. So here on the way out, you can really make it out. If we took a look in our binoculars as well just to verify, and all of those things that look like rocks are 100% massive chunks of ice. If you come here in the summertime, obviously there's not all this snow on the mountains, and so you can really see the glaciers because those are the only things that are still on the mountains. And even if you can't tell what they are, it's going to look snowy and, icy, whatever. So it's pretty obvious that those are the glaciers in the summer months. But obviously, we're here in April, and because of the amount of snow, it's a little harder to tell. But here you can still see the large amount of blue that is in that, versus if you look to the left or to the right, you can tell that that's rocky because it's, rock colored. So make sure to take a look and look out for this when you are entering or exiting the Endicott Arm. And as we exit, here is the view behind us. As you can see, those mountains that we came from are completely covered in fog and rain. So we just got really lucky. If we had left any later, we would have gotten stuck in all of that. Today and tomorrow are the highest chances this month of seeing the aurora, and we are far enough north that it should be overhead. If you take a look at the mountains are covered in clouds above them, but out to the sea, it's pretty clear. So fingers crossed that we can see that tonight. We've made the turn out of Endicott Arm. There's a little kind of like lighthouse beacon there, and you just cannot see anything at all. All those mountains are completely gone and covered in fog.